Alright, so as you can see, the room is slowly coming together. It's slowly being formed. And yeah, I'm going to be doing my review of Owl House for the Future. Now, you're probably wondering why I didn't do this as when it premiered Saturday. Well, I was away from my house. I was taking care of some personal stuff. That's really all I can say. So that's why I didn't get it to it sooner, but hey, better late than never, right? So let's talk about Owl House for the Future. So Owl House for the Future is the penultimate episode of Owl House, and apparently when the finale premieres in April, yeah, that'll be the end of 11 years of Disney syndicated episodes. So it'll all be like one and done stories like we've been getting with The Ghost and Molly McGee and Big City Greens and all of that. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen. That's kind of the big thing that's gonna be the new take on everything. Oh God, this autofocus. Anyway, so this episode, and yeah, we're at the middle road of the story, and it really does. Whereas the first episode thanks to them, was very much a storyline that felt very tight-knit, and it felt very, concise. This one, it's like, man, they were trying to do multiple storylines at once, weren't they? Like, it really did feel like they were trying to do multiple things at once, and boy, does it show. Now, granted, this isn't bad. Like, this is no way... this is not bad. I'm not trying to knock it for, and say, oh, it sucks or something. It's not. It actually is pretty good. I'm just saying, it really does feel like they were trying to do 10 things at once, and boy, does it show. This really did feel like they were trying to do 10 things at once, and yeah, this story it's basically everyone's back in the Boiling Isles, and we got to see what happened to Ida and everyone else on the Boiling Isles and about the Collector. And speaking of the Collector, we finally know what he is. The Collector is apparently a part of a race of beings called the Collectors, kind of like the Q Continuum, where we don't know if they're aliens or if they're magic, but apparently they arrived on this world and battled they were at war with the Titans, King's people. There was a war between the Collectors and the Titans, and the Titans were wiped out. But however, it does look like our Collector didn't want to wipe out or kill anyone. He wanted to play. He just wanted to play and have fun. Whereas everyone else was like, we just like to keep things. We like to keep and study things. They're kind of like a more violent version of the Watchers from Marvel Comics. They're very much like Uatu and the Watchers. Although I kind of imagine they would be. Goddamn autofocus! Come on. That's the problem with being in a new house. You always got to look at the new autofocus. Anyway, so in this story, we do like I said, one of the big things with this story, with this episode, is that we get to see more of post what happened and everything, and so does everyone else. I really do like that we get to see, Edric and Emra. We get to see those two. Yeah. It's also hilarious to see that Edric is just a mess. He literally just somehow bumblefucked his way into being in a full body cast 24/7. It's par of the course with this idiot. But as the old song goes, if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough. But on a more serious note, Camilla has kind of earned the #1 spot for Best Animated Parent. Sorry, Greg Universe, Camilla has kind of earned the #1 spot. I'm sorry. Camilla has earned, in just a short amount of time, too, in an amazing short amount of time, Camilla has taken the #1 spot as Best Animated Parent. Why? Because, she's a nerdy kid who also was, afraid her parent, her daughter was going to be bullied bullied like she was bullied. She was concerned that she was going to lose, that Luz was going to be harassed and ridiculed as she was as a child. And she even, blames herself for, moving to Gravesfield, thinking that the hospital was going to save her husband's life. It's really sad. And also, there's this great one line that really stuck out to me, and really made me go, "Wow, I've never heard any parent say that." Is why is Luz so obsessed with making herself unhappy? I'm like, holy shit, that is deep. That is deep. That is a deep, deep moment right there for a parent to acknowledge that moment where she basically is like, yeah, I fully understand. For some reason, Luz just can't stand the idea of being happy because she blames herself for all of this, and it's a really just depressing moment for at that thought of she really just does not like the idea of wanting to be happy at all, and that's really sad. That's really a depressing notion when it boils down to it. But I do love that moment where she's like, "Yeah, I swore I would keep you safe, and and instead I almost made you unhappy in the process." And I love that moment, and it also plays into giving us Luz's palisman, almost said palisman, and it's adorable. It's adorable. String bean. I'm like, that is adorable. String bean, and it's a snake shifter. It can be whatever it wants. Yeah, it's adorable. It's pretty adorable. I know a lot of people are like, no, Luz is gonna get a bat or a snake or a spider for a palisman, and it turns out it can be any one of those. But mostly it does look like a snake, so I think they were kind of like leaning more towards snake bat than anything else. So I thought, and it does kind of fit Luz of being whatever she wants to be. I really did like that. I really like that. So, also we get stuff with Basha, which, by the way, Basha, it feels like she's obsessed with Amity to a almost yandere level, and it's a little disturbing. It's a little like it almost goes to a yandere level with Basha, and I'm like, I don't like that. And Kikimora may as well be called Kiki Starscream, because yeah, it's just literally she wants to rule through power, like have her own power now, but she still has to use Basha. She's basically Starscream. Just call her Kiki Starscream. I would love to see those two. Interact with each other, and also inevitably try to stab each other in the back. Belos also. I've said it once. I'll say it again. I don't want Belos to be redeemed in any way. I don't even want him to have this moment of, oh, I see the light now. I want him to die this angry bigot that he is. I want him to die this horrible, angry old bigot that he is. Die screaming, too. Just fucking die screaming, you piece of shit. I gotta hand it to... It's really nice to have a irredeemable villain again in Disney. I gotta be real with you guys. It's nice to see because Steven would be like, think about your humanity. Think about, all your family. Yeah, no. That Steven Universe Kumbaya shit ain't gonna fly with Belos here. Not after he's committed... Well, it worked for the diamonds, but but yeah, that's another can of worms I don't feel like opening tonight. Anyway, so that was cool. It's a very... I, all in all, really enjoyed this story. Also, you could probably see the cat back there. Yep, hello. Sorry about that. We're so professional on this channel. But yeah. Also, it's nice to see Hunter and... Well, it's nice to see Willow actually, be able to cry and actually have a emotional moment, because she's basically been her back has got to be sore from carrying this entire fucking team. So it is nice to see that, and also get the Huntlow shit out there in the open. Nice to see that. It is kind of funny because Willow is very much like my girlfriend in that she has to feel like she has to carry everyone and be everyone's she has to mama bird everything and take care of everyone. But it's at the end of the day, who's going to take care of her? That's me. Anyway, so I just kind of had that moment. I'm not, I just had that moment where Willow's just like, I'm fine, everything's fine, I'm totally fine. And I was like, well, this hits home. Well, this really hits home. So Nice to see that. Nice to see to get personally attacked. Anyway, all in all, really fun, and it's going to be sad to see this go in April, but I'm hoping it goes out in a bang, because this was really fun. A little congested, because it was trying to do, like, 5 plot lines in one, but I still think they pull it off. But I have a feeling, you know, they're going to go out with a big bang here. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of Owl House for the future? Did you guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know. Once again, hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.